What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the superhero segment and another superhero video. Today's topic comes courtesy of Avengers Infinity War, where we have some new news about Thor and his weapon to be. So if you guys happen to see my last video, you'll know that it was rumored that Thor would indeed venture with Rocket and Groot to find a new weapon to yield. This weapon had also been seen in a few LEGO toy sets, but nothing too specific on what his weapon actually was. But as of recent, a new toy has come to light, which reveals that contrary to the rumored Jarnbjorn, Thor's new weapon is actually called Stormbreaker. Now, just a few things to point out here. You'll notice that this is very much different from his old hammer Mjolnir. This has a very large axe side on one end and a more hammer-like side on the other. And knowing how Marvel likes to keep things PG-13, don't expect him to be chopping any heads off. Now, normally in the comics, Beta Ray Bill is the primary wielder of Stormbreaker, and its design is a tad bit different from this design in that the axe side of the weapon is a lot smaller and less prominent. And looking back to Thor Ragnarok, we did get a very vivid glimpse of Beta Ray Bill on the Statue of Champions, so who knows if Beta Ray Bill will lend a hand in giving Thor this weapon, or if at some point down the road, Thor will actually hand the weapon off and we'll get some more backstory on the character of Beta Ray Bill. I personally think it'd be super hard to fit Beta Ray Bill in a movie with as many characters as Avengers Infinity War, so maybe this is Marvel's way of setting up some awesome cameos in future movies. Might even be a stretch to assume that Beta Ray Bill will take over the mantle of Thor in future Avengers movie if and when Chris Hemsworth and Marvel part ways. Another thing to note is that so far it's pretty heavily rumored that since Groot and Rocket are supposed to be helping Thor along the path to retrieve his weapon, it's also very possible that the wood handle is directly from Groot himself. If that was the case, that would mean that only the head of this weapon has existed at some point in the MCU, and even worse, we've already seen Groot get chopped down in the past, so I can't really vouch for the strength of that handle compared to how hard Thor will need to swing that to defeat the likes of Thanos and the Black Order. Now, also in the comics, Stormbreaker was created by dwarf blacksmiths and was derived from the same Uru metal as Mjolnir. Following a battle between Beta Ray Bill and Thor, in which Beta Ray Bill came out victorious but refused to actually kill Thor, Odin placed a similar enchantment on this weapon to that of Thor's old hammer. Now, since we have yet to see any dwarf blacksmiths or Beta Ray Bill, and Odin has actually passed away, who knows how close Marvel will stick to that backstory. But in the trailer for Infinity War, Thor was showing a great deal of struggle with some giant machine. This could be the means to which Stormbreaker is created, but only time will tell. I mean, even in the comics, they had Beta Ray Bill put his entire hand inside of Molten to retrieve the weapon, so who knows what Thor is going to have to endure. But with that being said, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Just a quick little update on Thor and the Avengers Infinity War movie. But now I want to hear from you guys. Do you like the look of this new weapon, and how do you think Beta Ray Bill or Groot will be involved along the way? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below and click that like and subscribe button for more videos every week. Also, be sure you're part of the notification squad to get the latest in superhero news as soon as it hits the fan. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.